So what's the conclusion in 19?
It is the object was probably the head of a speaking staff.
The object was probably the head of a speaking staff. That's exactly right. A lot of people identify it as, but it was too small for that purpose, but there's no evidence given for that statement. And so that's just turns into another premise, right? So we have this weird object that was found in a tomb, right? This guy says some people believe it was a weapon, but it's too small for that purpose. So he doesn't think it was a weapon because of its size and the fact that the open mouth symbolizes speaking. The object was probably the head of a speaking staff. So there are two premises here, right? One is it's too small, and two, it has an open mouth. Ashley, you cool with that?
Yeah.
And that's why he thinks it's the head of a speaking staff. And by the way, speaking staffs are communal objects that are passed around a small assembly to indicate who has the right to speak. Sound good? Yeah. We just need to get that all clear. Okay. We're looking for an answer choice that weakens the conclusion. In other words, it says it was probably not the head of a speaking staff. What were you debating? Or should we just go through it?
I chose E because I didn't boil down the conclusion and figured fine if it's a speaking staff, but I then associated the conclusion to it being like, oh, actually, I don't know. I just want to know why B helps. Is it because if it were passed from generation to generation, we maybe wouldn't have found it in a Stone Age tomb? Is that what weakens it?
That's exactly right. So if communal objects are normally passed from one generation to the next, then this doesn't disprove the argument. If communal objects are typically or normally passed from one generation to the next, then certainly one could be put in the tomb. But that's not the point of a weakened question, right? The point of the weakened question is just to make you doubt the conclusion more than you did just a second ago. And now when you realize this, you're like, whoa, wait. If they're normally passed from generation to generation, then maybe this wasn't.
Yeah.
Doesn't disprove it at all. Certainly still could be. Do you know why E is wrong?
Yeah, because it's still a speaking staff.
Yeah, it's saying a speaking staff, right? Which is what this argument is concluding. With a headstone is thought to symbolize a warrior's mace. If it symbolizes it, it could still be a speaking staff.
Yeah.
In fact, it says a speaking staff with that.
Yeah.
It's still not a weapon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the key here was really finding the conclusion.
Yes.
Was. Okay, cool.